Welcome to the collective reading for the week of August 12th through September 4th. Let's just dive straight in. I had the most amazing visions and I didn't know what it all meant. And then I looked it up and it was just like, wow. Okay, so before we do the reading, I'm going to tell you what I saw. The very first thing I saw was an angel, like your typical stereotypical like angel with wings and a robe floating in the clouds. Okay, and I felt like the angels want us to know that, or you to know that they're there for you. They've got your back. They're here to give us divine support. They're like extra present for us right now. And flying next to the angel, the angel became a seagull. Okay, and it also felt, because of this, the angels were also telling us that we're being called to just a higher level of spirituality. And they ask that we do this through meditation, that if through meditation we will be able to connect with the angels, with our personal, guardian angels and guides, to get help, guidance from them. It's all you have to do. The seagull also is a symbol of inner strength and resilience to confront challenges. And I think, obviously, in this world right now, we're all facing challenges of one form or another. So just know that we're being divinely supported, and that all we really need to do is plug into that and get guidance. Again, the next thing I saw, which is crazy, I wasn't using tarot cards. I saw the Hierophant. I never know how to pronounce that, but it's like the high priest. And the Hierophant passes down wisdom, so like the angel is passing down wisdom to us. And again, just like the seagull, it was calling us to come to a higher level of spirituality. The Hierophant is also asking us to examine our current beliefs, and maybe we've been doing this. Actually, if we look further into the reading, we have been, but because of this, we're starting to break out of the old norms, the old patterns of belief. It's almost like, and I think this has been going on for years, but I think it's really coming to an extra height, what Joseph Campbell described as the next phase after religious belief. The next phase was creative mythology. And that was that everyone had their sort of inner compass, their inner belief system. And this reading is saying, but trust in that and follow it, practice it, put faith in what your inner guidance is telling you. Because immediately I saw the Hierophant, and the Hierophant then morphed into sort of a witch / queen sort of figure, which I've heard meant it was the high priestess. So, basically we've got the high priest and the high priestess, and this symbolizes your power, your psychic power, your inner strength, and once again, your resilience to work through challenges, just like the seagull. Okay, so really you're this inner strength, this inner knowledge, this intuition, this divine guidance that you are capable of tapping into through meditation, that is helping you to face challenges and to thrive in spite of them. The next thing I saw the tower, just like on the card. It was crazy. Again, the tower is a symbol of challenges, you know, the world as you know it upside down, you know, but it's also telling you, it's also a symbol of divine intervention. So it's saying, like, yes, you know, your world may be falling apart, but the angels are here and they're helping you. And what I really felt, especially, you know, well, in combination with all of this, and what I heard was that tower time, it's past. It's like it's happened. Okay, you know, everything went to hell in a handbasket. Okay, and now it's time to start rebuilding. Okay, and to break free from the old ways. Okay, so that's really what you should be focusing on. Just know now it's a time to rebuild, or that time is coming soon. So be prepared, start thinking, start getting your downloads about what can I do to rebuild and start fresh and build it into something new and wonderful. The next thing I saw was the hermit. Okay, but he wasn't just standing there. He was actually climbing down the mountain, you know, walking down the mountain with his staff. And he was almost at the bottom. Okay, so that tells me almost. Okay, not there yet. Okay, you've spent a lot of time on your personal and spiritual development. Okay, these past years, I feel we've, especially, you know, with Corona and stuff, we had a lot of time for introspection and learning new things, and now really is the time where we're all, in a way, I think a lot of us, especially the more sensitive of us, maybe almost even missed that peace and quiet of Corona. Not the illness itself, but the situation that it created. That was life sort of slowed down. But the energy now is saying, enough is enough, you know, nap time is over, time to come out of your cave. And you have been doing this. You've been slowly sort of adjusting, and you're almost there. You're almost ready to come out of hiding and just share your light, your wisdom with the world. And then what's the next thing I saw? I saw a carriage. And it's actually a combination. I saw a carriage, and inside the carriage was a bear. Okay, so I'm going to combine these two for you. The bear is a symbol of courage. Okay, and a symbol of that you went, once again, that you went through a challenging situation, but that energy of the bear gave you courage, but also, like, because it wasn't just one challenge, it's like boom, 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 you know, one thing after another, and it almost feels like, well, I think it's slowing down. I really think so. But man, we've had a lot of, you know, you barely had a moment to catch your breath, and boom, the next thing hit. Okay, and this bear energy was there to help us through that, to replenish us with power every time a new wave came crashing over us, and to, you know, lick our wounds and make us whole again every time, so that we had the strength and the courage to rise up every time to every new challenge. And the fact that the bear was riding in the carriage a carriage could be a symbol of travel. Some of you are maybe traveling, but what I really felt what it meant for the collective was, that we've been on a journey, a challenging journey, but that this period of our lives is now coming to an end, to a happy conclusion, because that the carriage brings you to a happy ending. So that's really wonderful, that we're going to have a bright new world that we've rebuilt and that we will be rebuilding using the energy of the tower. And then what I saw was, the last thing I saw was an owl, and the owl was actually whispering in the bear's ear, okay? And an owl is a symbol of wisdom and also of intuition. And it's also transformation. So I feel really that the owl put all of everything I saw sort of into a nutshell, and that owl, I feel, represented not just obviously we've had divine guidance, but we also have our own higher selves, our higher beings, and there's so much wisdom to be had from that, and our inner being has been communicating with us through our intuition all along, and that has really helped to transform us as a collective. And obviously not everyone, nothing is absolute, but as this is a collective reading, and as I really feel that negative energy has now just really dispersed, I feel everything feels a lot lighter. So that says to me that the majority of us, whether consciously or subconsciously, have been following our inner guidance and have been feeling the energy and have been working on our personal and spiritual development, and that is going to help to change the world. And certainly enough of us have done that, have been doing that, to share that guidance, to come out of hermit mode. Yes, become the Hierophant or the High Priestess, and share what we've learned. And it could be you're a speaker, it could be you're sharing stuff on YouTube or a podcast or somewhere on social media. It could also just be, you don't have to be fancy about it. It could also just be that you're sharing with your friends, with the people in your immediate environment, with people who need help. Maybe you're counseling people, maybe you're a coach, or just someone who gives good advice. That is such a worthy thing, to be the person that your friends always come to for advice. That's enough. You don't have to make it big. You absolutely can. It's in you. You've done the work. But please don't think, oh my gosh, that's so not me. Just know that if everyone would tend to their own little piece of the world and make that little piece better, imagine the whole world would be better. You don't have to go save somebody 50,000 miles away. Just tend to your own garden. Okay, so that's what I downloaded. And now I'm going to pull a few cards. I always like to start with Archangel Michael. Here we go. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, excuse my itchy nose. I have allergies. Okay, Archangel Michael, let's make my nose stop itching. And what should we focus on this week? It would be a good thing to focus on this week. Oh, 2 cards. 2 cards. Again, Jesus. Okay. How do I keep picking the same things? I don't know. It's a crazy. Okay, well, that's the, you know, I guess energy doesn't change that much from week to week. It's okay, you've got these 2 cards. Protect yourself, and the person you're asking about is trustworthy. What I'm feeling is from this, what I'm getting is you've been protecting yourself. You've been in hermit mode, and it's time to melt down those walls and get out there and just trust people. And I don't know if you ever saw that movie Amelie, but what I'm getting is, I remember there was the old man in it who had, you know, glass bones, and he was all padded and everything was padded. He said to Amelie, you don't have to be so careful like I am. Your heart is not made of glass. And, you know, sometimes when you've been isolating for a really long time, it can feel that way, you know, that you're afraid to get hurt, but it's all just part of life. And if you just don't take things so seriously and so to heart, just think of everything as sort of an experience, and wow, this didn't work out. Okay, let's try this, let's try that. Think of it as a grand experiment. And you'll find that you will live more. And I'm certainly guilty of hiding out in my house, so I know what I'm talking about. All right. All right, I'm going to ask the crystal angels. Crystal angels, what should we focus on this week about this? So what would help us maybe to trust again, to stop being chicken? Because we're not chicken. We have that bear. We have that bear energy. Okay. We have the seagull. You know, we're resilient. We have the, what was it? The witch, the seagull, the bear. They're all resilient through challenges. So, you know, don't be a ninny. It's time. It's time to come out. Just like the hermit's doing. The hermit's walking down the mountain, coming out. Yeah. Okay, so this says recognize your divine power. You have unnecessary worries. You have raised intuition. Yeah. And free yourself from negative feelings. So this week, right? Try to put down your barriers. You can do this. You can do this by meditating. You can just do a quiet little meditation where you imagine that you're surrounded by a wall, and maybe it's made out of ice, if that helps. And you see the sun, and the sun is just melting it all down. And then look and see what's on the other side of the wall. This is a really fun, fascinating, actually really a fascinating meditation to do. Especially not just that you're melting down the wall, but what's on the other side, because that's very telling. You know, it's saying, you know, you have the power, you have angels also supporting you. You're good, you're safe, you are safe. You don't have to, don't worry, you are safe, you don't have to be afraid. And again, you know, trust your intuition. This is exactly what they were telling us, and just let go of negative thoughts and feelings, and also don't, just not only free yourself from negative thinking and worries, that kind of thing, but also don't let other people's negative stuff come in. Okay, what can you do for that? Just if you know in advance you're going to be hanging out with someone who's a complainer or, you know, negative Nelly, make sure that beforehand you imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble. It could be white light, it could be gold, it could be violet, you know, whatever floats your boat, but you're in that bubble and their negativity cannot break through. And that way you can be in their presence. You can listen to it, but it's just going to go in one ear, out the other. It's not going to get into your energy. You know, we have different bodies, and one of them is spiritual bodies, energy bodies, and one of them is an emotional body. Okay, so if you've protected that, you can't absorb the negativity from other people. Okay, and you might want to just do this even every day in the morning before you go out. Okay, now I'm gonna do, yeah, because I feel like there's some healing going on. I'm gonna do healing with the archangels. Some cards from there. It's pretty clear, but you know, we want more info, people. Angels, tell us too. What do we need to know? What can we focus on this week? What would help us this week? Healing. That's funny. Okay. All right. So okay. So yes. Okay. So I saw the Hermit. The Hermit wasn't quite at the bottom of the hill yet. The Hermit was still walking very carefully with the cane, walking down the mountain. So there's no rush, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Do this stuff. Start practicing this stuff, you know, of melting down the barriers, of protecting your energy, of the meditation of connecting with, you know, the angels, the divine, your higher self. The angels want you to connect with them specifically. So, you know, do that. Start practicing that. And like the Hierophant tells us to really make it a habit, a ritual, a daily practice. Okay, so take some time. Don't be in a big rush. Know that there is still time. There is still time, and use it well. Use it to heal yourself, to, like I said, break down the barriers, work on your intuition, get the downloads you need, clear your negativity, and protect yourself from others. Practice that, practice that, practice that. All right, so now I want some tarot cards. Since I saw an angel, we're going to use the angel tarot cards. They're so pretty. Okay. How should we do this? Right, I like that. Ooh, 2. We got 2. What do we got? We got okay, 7 of earth. And we have, oh, another 7. Ooh, 7 of air. 10. I wish I was a numerologist. What does 7 mean? Okay, I will look it up and I will put it in the comments. Or one of you can tell me. Okay, so 7 of earth. Okay. So seeds well planted, okay, just like the Hierophant was saying, you planted the seeds, okay. Take a small break, okay, a temporary pause. You know, there's a little bit of time still necessary for this this rebuilding to start, this new beginning, and unnecessary worry. So just again, one more time, we're told unnecessary worry. Okay, and it's in this row. It's in this row. Okay, I'll go through the rows in a minute because wow. Okay, so okay, 7 of air. Okay, yeah, this is also okay. So a plan that needs revision. So basically, what I'm getting is that's why we're rebuilding. the world. Okay, it's not just it's not your plans. There's more going on than just your stuff. Yes, and it's saying it's not the time just yet for doing this. Okay, there's a little ways to go, but it's time to start prepping. I want one more card to go here. Okay, so look, this was recognize your divine power, and under it was healing. So you have that power to heal yourself and to use the divine energy that is around you and also in you. You are made of divine energy to heal. Okay, just like that bear energy is in you, giving you courage and also healing you after every battle. Here we have protect yourself, stop worrying, unnecessary worries. And here again, unnecessary worries. So you don't need to protect yourself so much. You can let those walls down. And here, yeah. So here, you're going, trust in the world, trust in your intuition. There's more going on than what you see, like whatever on the news. There's just like a much bigger picture that's going on in the background, in the not to sound too woo, but like in the energy, in the stars, think of astrology, I guess. Just it's not all down to us. It's also about cosmic timing. Yes. One more. The 8 of air. Yes. See? Okay. So listen, we have here, look how beautiful. Look. Okay. We've been under the illusion that we need to sort of we could be feeling trapped, but also just, I feel more like we put ourselves in that comfy, safe jail cell, because there's been a lack of self-confidence and a fear, because of that, a fear of taking action. So that is why it has been so comforting and comfortable to isolate. And the isolating has only reinforced that behavior, that feeling. So that card is under clear away negativity. Okay. So it's an illusion. Okay. This is all these fears, this negative thoughts, they're not true. They're not true. So really, please work on clearing them. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video about a bath with herbs that you can soak in. That helps clear away negativity. And I tried it myself. I never make videos or recommend things that I have not tried myself and found that they worked. This really, really, really worked. So, I mean, I'm still feeling the effects of it. Yeah, you could give that a try, for example, and certainly do a lot of clearing meditations. No, this isn't. Okay, so I'm going to end this with a postcard from Spirit, as I like to do, because they always give us really lovely advice. Okay, spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, give us a message to take with us throughout this coming week. Okay, so on the front, look how cool. You are not alone. Dearest you, there are times you get lost, but refuse to see your part in things. Oh my God, this is the same one we got last week. Okay, I guess we need to hear it again. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar, but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences, right? So the negative thinking, the worries, the feeling like you need to protect yourself, okay? That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. All right, so open up to divine. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. You know, that comfy, isolated, nothing can hurt me. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. So see, you know, you don't need to rush. You know, it's not like all of a sudden, I need to, you know, go out there and party. But get on it, get moving, get started. Set that path in motion. That is it for the collective read. I will now do a pick a card or pick a stone reading. That will be in a separate video, which I will post the link down below if you are interested to have something a bit even more specific to you. But this is good for all of us. And I will see you next week. If you enjoyed this, do please like and subscribe. And how would you like to have a free personal reading with me? I will be giving away one reading per month. All you have to do is like my video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment saying that you're interested in a free reading, and I will put your name or your avatar or whatever in a bowl, and I will pick one at the end of September for a free reading, which, by the way, I charge almost $150 for. So it's a good prize. All right, that's it. If you enjoyed this reading, again, like, subscribe. I post every Friday and Sunday. And until the next time, remember, the world is full of magic, and so are you.